Hey everyone, welcome back. I hope you're well. Today I am going to be doing a makeup tutorial on keeping your makeup on all day long, and specifically in this heat that we're having. Now, I had a problem the other week which I addressed on Twitter, and I felt quite embarrassed about it really, because I feel like as a blogger person or a YouTuber that I should know everything there is to know about makeup and stuff, but you know, I don't, and I think that's fine and it's normal, whatever. And I felt really nervous about tweeting the question on my problem because I didn't want people to be like, you're shit. What it was I was having trouble with my makeup like actually sitting on my face and not separating or going cakey, and basically looking like it was just like sitting on top of my face. And I was having this problem for ages, so I was trying different foundations, different primers, different moisturizers, etc, and nothing seemed to work. So I went on Twitter, I was like, I'm really embarrassed to say this, but this is happening. And there was quite an amazing response actually. There was a lot of really helpful replies. There were a lot of people saying, this is also happening to me. A lot of people were like, if you figure this one out, can you please let us know? And so that's what I'm doing. I have actually, I feel, figured it out. Well, I've noticed that my makeup has been sitting on my face so much better, and it's been lasting all day, and I no longer feel really self-conscious about it. So I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I've done. This was step number one. This is pretty savage shit, but it gets the job done, and it's really great. This is Rub 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 shower scrub from Lush, and I used it to exfoliate my face. Now you might think, you absolute like crazy bitch, because this is quite coarse and it's quite strong, and it is for your body, but I used it on my face. It was absolutely fine. It got like this top layer of face off, which was exactly what I felt I needed, and it did the job. I went into Lush to see if they had a specific one for your face, but then I was like, actually no, this one is working for me, I might as well just keep it. So I will do this maybe a couple of times a week, once or twice a week, just to get all the dead dry bits and stuff off my face, and it does hurt a little bit sometimes, but it does get all the dry skin off and like this top fuzziness or whatever off my face. So that is number one. Number two, it's not really number two, I'd say this is also number one, but another thing is just to make sure that you're hydrated. So obviously water is the foundation, is the core of this planet and why there's life on it, and it is a miracle worker, so it's great. Water is just great all round for everything, and if you drink a lot of water, you'll look healthy, you'll feel healthy, you'll feel more awake, and you won't feel sluggish, and it's good for weight loss, or just generally being healthy, and it will make your skin better, I suppose. So water is key, I would say. Another thing, right, which I will use, this is from L'Oreal. It is, it's a bit, got the sticker, you know, they have the sticker that sticks it together, so you know it's brand new. Got a sticker sludge on it. This is like basically an exfoliating stick. It looks like that. It's all gritty and kind of weird. I use it on my lips nearly every day just to get any rank dry skin off, but I don't care if this is wrong because it works. Little hack. I used it on dry skin patches on my face. Now I get a lot of dry skin around my nose, so I've been doing this a lot, just getting it off. Okay, just like that. And it'll get any excess dry skin off nicely. Obviously that's also what exfoliating does. I tried it out and it really worked. So, oh yeah. And it really it's really oily and moisturising as well. Begone excess grit and stuff, because it's now time to get into the real nitty gritty. First up, I will want to moisturise my face just to make sure that it's nice and happy and moisturised. So I just like to put little dabs all over and just rub it in the skin, just to make sure that, you know, nice and soft and supple and moistured. So now that's all settled in, I am going to be using the holy grail of this tutorial, which is basically what it sort of says, I suppose. So I use a setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray as my primer, and then I use it to kind of layer up on each layer, I suppose, to keep it all in place. So I'm just gonna spray all over. Feels so good, especially in this heat. And then I'm just gonna, I always use this Gypsy Shrine tip jewel as my fan. I'm just gonna set it in. I think that's all nicely in. I'm going to now do the rest of my face. First, obviously, I'll do my foundation, which is, at the minute, I'm using NARS, like a bit of NARS. This is Mont Blanc, in the shade Mont Blanc. I was using Santa Fe, which is slightly darker, but I feel like it's a bit too dark at times. So I'm just gonna pump this shit on here, and with a damp beauty blender, I'm just gonna smudge it in. Now, the way my techers is to just tap it in. Just tap on that shit in there, like that. All over. No going like that. Like, the tapping is the way. And I get it in all the nooks and crannies, like all around my nose. Bye. Have fun at the gym. Now go all over. Huzzah. There we go. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer on. I always put a little bit of concealer on just to sort of highlight my under eye just a little bit. So I'm using the Born This Way by Too Faced. And just put it in these areas, basically. Just like kind of, doesn't always create like a highlighty look, but sometimes it does. So I just like to pop that in there and then blend that in as well, like this. Wonderful. So like the base is done. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna take my setting spray again, and I'm gonna spray it all over to help keep that shit in place. I then take my Hourglass Veil translucent powder, which is so good, but any translucent powder will be fine for this. What I basically do is I put it on my under eye like this, and like a little circle motion, like that, and on my eyelids, and I'll do it in this sort of area, just that one, and then again on the other side, just to sort of set it so it doesn't get creasy in your eye creases, in a little circular motion. And then what I'll do is I'll take a bigger brush, like this end, and I'll get it, and I'll just give myself a really light dusting, really light, over areas where I feel like the most sweatiest and the most kind of shiny, and I'll just, yeah, just put it all over. Just like this. There are other ways of setting your foundation which I find work, and that's my favourite at the minute. Another one though which I like to do is taking my Kat Von D pressed powder, this one, and just with the sponge, I won't actually do it, but put the product on and then just press it into the face, like do, like push it in, don't swish it, push it in, and that really helps to kind of keep it all in. Next thing I want to do is add a bit of contour, just a wee bit there. And then because it's summer and I like to be kind of glowing, I'm just gonna take my Cover FX, this is called the Perfect Highlighting Palette, but I like to use these browns here to do like a bronze. Just on the cheek. Then I'll go in with a little bit of highlight just on here, just again to give me a little bit more glow. This is my Hourglass Absolute Strobe Light, which is fab, and I'll just put that on here. For my brows at the moment, I am using the Signature Brow by Kat Von D. It's a really good pencil, and it's got a little brush on the end, so I use it in the shade light brown. Even though my brows are quite dark, this seems to be sufficient. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. It's gonna be really, really simple, perfect for like a non-makeup makeup look, and I've been sporting this look quite a lot recently just because it's super easy and it's quick and it's still really gorgeous. This literally takes 5 minutes and it's really easy to do, but you might question my technique, but look here. So take my Naked, Ernest K Naked Petite Heat palette, and I'm using either Inhale or Vibrate, which are the two light colours, depending on your skin tone. And I'm gonna use it as a base colour. So I've put Vibrate, which is the slightly darker one, as its skin tone. I'm just gonna put it on with my finger. Oh my God, what am I doing? I'm using my finger. This is like an old school tutorial. Put it on. And then I might even take the lighter color and just pop it in the corner. And then what I do, which is the trick, is I take my highlighter, I take it, sorry, it's covered in fingerprints, but it's makeup, it's real life, you. I drop it all over the floor. I take my finger with the highlighter, and I just put it down the middle of my eye. Just makes a nice little highlight on the eye. But it's really subtle. It's quite like dewy looking, I suppose. Now the next step is mascara. You can choose for this to be your last step, or if you're like me and you still like to be a little bit extra at times, I am gonna put lashes on. I'll just put my mascara on first which is Perversion by Urban Decay. If this is the last step, then awesome. But I would just put this on and try and kind of fan it out as much as I can because I want them to look nice and long and natural. Now that the mascara is on, you can put lashes on if you want to. I'm going to. I've just got some that, I haven't got the proper box, but by Doll Beauty. They just look like this. Lashes are now in place. It's up to you entirely if you like. I mean, obviously, if you want to go natural lashes, absolutely cool. If you want to go more subtle lashes, that's cool. If I'm completely honest, the ones I wanted to use had broken when I tried to pull the glue off. They just sort of snapped in half and I was like, shit, they're a little bit more subtle than this. It's okay, I do like having lashes. Like, they make up for the lack of everything else. And I'm just going to finish off with some lipstick. This is the Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick from Les Chocolats from L'Oreal, and this is in the shade Dose of Cocoa. I love this because on me it's kind of really natural looking, I think. So the one last step, obviously, setting spray all over. One more time. Yeah, bitch. And we are done. So this is my summer, everyday, long-lasting, no caking, no separating makeup look. Now, I hope that that was useful for you who are struggling with your skin. I find that this really does work for me. Just a few little simple changes and prep work was required, not buying lots of different foundations and primers and stuff. So yeah, that is it. Hope you liked the video, and I shall see you soon